It's so hot in here. It's getting hotter in here. Yeah. Okay. It's so hot in here. The weather, like, you should not even think it's November. Well, it's still cold, but okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my November book haul. And I'm super excited because I got a lot of new books and got a lot of like new releases, I would say, so I'm pretty damn excited. I also just got other books because I just tend to buy way too many books because you guys know I have a book buying problem. But I'm really excited to show you guys the books that I have been getting over the month of November, and without further ado, let's just jump right into the books that I got. You guys know that some of the books I tend to know something about and other books I mainly know nothing about. If you have watched my video 10 bookish facts about me, you know that I tend to buy books without actually knowing what they're about. And that's the deal as well here. So you guys are already aware of that one. But let's get started. So we can start with the book that I'm currently reading, which is called Playlist for the Dead by Michelle Felkov. I am pretty far into the book. I'm like 172 pages in. So in this book we follow a boy called Sam. He's 15 years old. His best friend Hayden recently died at a party, and all he left for Sam was this tape with a lot of different songs on. And a lot of weird stuff is going on in this book. Sam sees different things and there's just a lot of weird stuff happening, and then there's this girl. There's definitely a lot of things going on, and so far I really like it. Actually, there are times where I'm like super excited just to continue on with the book because what's going on and all of that. So I really like it so far. The next book that I got is called Simon versus... Okay, I have a really hard time pronouncing this name correctly. Simon versus the Homo sapiens, or what agenda? The only thing I know about this book is actually just from where it says behind that there's just some things going on, some emails that gets released, I think. I'm not quite sure what this is about, but I have seen the reviews are really good on this one, so I definitely wanted to pick it up and give it a go. Then I also got The Skies Everywhere by Jandy Nelson, and she also wrote I'll Give You the Sun, I believe, which I also own but still have not read. So I am excited to read it. This has to do with first love and first loss or something. That's like what it says from behind, and then also some other things that I just didn't thought was interesting to read because I just want to dig into this without knowing anything really. Then I got Mosquitoland by David Arnold. I own Kids of Appetite by David Arnold, but this came out before that. I just wanted this and read that before I went to Kids of Appetite. Don't know why, but I just wanted to. The next book that I got is called The Archive by V.E. Schwab, and this is seriously the 4th book I own by V.E. Schwab, and I still have not read any of them. Like, that is a very risky move, I believe, if I do not like her writing style. But I do believe I will like her writing style, so I just continue on buying her books. The next book that I got is a book that I've been wanting forever, but when it came out it was kind of expensive, so I've just been waiting for the prices to drop. And finally, there was a reasonable price, so I decided to get it, and that is Salt to the Sea by Ruth Sepetys. But apparently this is like a story, like I think it's under World War II. Don't put me up on it. If you know what this is about, we're obviously not spoiling anything. You're more than welcome to leave a comment and also tell me how you liked it, because I have heard only good things about this book. The next book that I got is not a book that I've heard anything about before, but I saw it in my own bookstore, and I'm pretty sure it's like an erotic novel, kind of like 50 Shades of Grey, but I don't think as much as 50 Shades of Grey. But it's like a series, and I just wanted it because, I don't know, I thought it seemed kind of interesting and something that I would like, and that is Beautiful Bastard by Christina Lauren. So, the only thing I know about this book is that I think it's an erotic novel. Maybe it's not even an erotic novel, but I don't know, it just caught my attention and I wanted to pick it up. The next book that I got is there's actually 2 reasons for. One of them, just the reader mentioned it, and I think the plot is very unique and not something I've seen before, so that sounds pretty cool. And that book is The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness, and I seriously had the opportunity to meet Patrick Ness, but because he was in Denmark, to this book thing where I also which I also was at, but I did not make it the day that he was there. But one of my friends, she got a photograph signed by him for me. I'm so thankful for that. So for what I know from like what I've heard about this book is that normally in a book you have this main character like you like follow or something, and this book is basically about everyone else except the main character, I believe. So you basically just have the story of the people that are just a part of the story but not really like the main characters, which I thought sounded really interesting and not something I've seen before. The next book that I got is, you guys know I've been more into the thriller books, so I wanted to pick up Into the Darkest Corner by Elizabeth Haynes. Apparently she has been reading a lot of thrillers. The reviews on this were just better than some of the others, so I just decided to pick this one up. I have no idea what this is about, but it's kind of like when with thrillers, I also just want to dig into them without actually knowing anything about them. I think that's quite interesting. Then I also got Extraordinary Means by Robin Schneider. From what it says behind, we follow a character that is going to this boarding school for 16. And then he probably meets some people and things change. That is definitely how it normally is in contemporary young adult books. Definitely a lot of them that I own. That's kind of how it works. But I'm definitely excited to read it because I tend to like books that happens at a boarding school. I don't know why. I think it makes it kind of interesting. Then I also got a new release. It's not that new anymore, but it's still kind of a new release, and that is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. And I actually already own Six of Crows. It would be kind of weird if I didn't own it and got Crooked Kingdom, but I still actually have not read any of them, so I should probably do that soon. Yeah. But the next book is actually Danish because the Danish publisher Lindhardt og Ringhof were so sweet to send this copy to me, and I'm super grateful, so thank you very much. And that book is The Girls. This is just a Danish title by Emma Klein. I'm really excited to read this because I've heard some really good things about this. Apparently it has something with a cult or something, I don't know, but it sounds interesting. The next book that I got is You Guys Know My Love for the Diviners, right? By Libba Bray. I loved it. I have mentioned it in so many videos. I seriously just adore that book so much. And obviously I had to get the sequel. I had to. So I got the sequel, and that is Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray. And I really actually like this cover. I really do. I really like it. And I'm super excited to dig into this world again. It's not even a different world, it's just very long time ago, but I'm just so excited to read it. The next book that I got is actually only because of Jesse the Reader, because he mentioned it and said, if you like the Infernal Devices, you will also like this one. And I was like, well, I love the Infernal Devices, so of course I have to get this book. And that book is A Shadow Bright and Burning by Jessica Cluess. I'm super excited to read this. I know nothing about it, I have not even read the back, but Jesse the Reader said that if you like the Infernal Devices, you will like this. So I trust his opinion, and hopefully I will love this. The next book that I got is a new release, and I'm super excited to read it because I just finished her first book, Everything Everything, and that is Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. As I just mentioned, I just recently finished Everything Everything, and I'm super excited to read this one. So the next book is not a book that I've heard anything about on YouTube before, but if you guys know me, you know that I tend to buy books based on the covers, and I fell for this cover immediately. I really like it because I feel like it's kind of unique and just feel like the art is pretty different on this one, and I care about art, so I really like it. I'm not quite sure how to describe it, but I just liked it. And that is Monsters by Emerald Fennell, and it really says, like, seriously does not say a lot behind. It just says the beach, the sea, a body, and then another, a girl, a boy, and a summer holiday unlike any other. A twisted tale of two friends with an unsavory interest in murder. I don't know if this is like children that are murderers. That would be kind of interesting. But I'm super excited to read it, actually, a lot. And I like the cover. The next book that I got is a book that I've been wanting forever because I actually have not heard many like things about it, but one of my favorite YouTubers is really liking it. But I recently saw one video, and apparently this is like a magic realism, and I've never read, I don't think I've read anything that has magic realism in it. so I was pretty excited. And that book is Beauty is a Wound. I really like this cover as well. I've been wanting this book for a long time. As I said, apparently this is magic realism, and we follow a prostitute that rises from the dead. I have no idea what is going on in this book about, but I'm really intrigued to see where this is going. Because I just thought we were just like followed a prostitute, just like a living prostitute, not someone that like returned from the dead. But I don't know, we'll see if I like this or not. The next book that I got, I have no idea why I got, but I thought it sounded kind of cute and I wanted it, and that is Sing by Vivi Green, and I also really like this cover, so I was like, why not? The next book that I got is a book that I've been on my TBR for forever, basically, and that is Blind by Rachel DeWuskin. I have no idea how to pronounce her name, that's really hard. I think this came from a library. Actually, now I'm gonna look at it. So I'm pretty sure that from what I've heard, this is us following a character that from some sort of reason goes blind. I don't know if it's from an accident or something. Like, how does your life go on from that? That's pretty exciting, so I wanted to pick it up. The next book that I got is also a new release, kind of new release. I'm really excited to read it because I've heard some really good things about this as well, and that is Something in Between by Melissa De La Cruz. Once again, I've heard some really good things about this. From what I've known, we follow this girl. She's really good at school. She's really good like with friends and with family and sports. Did I mention sports? I think I did. Whatever. All of that stuff. And then all of a sudden, when everything is just going super great, she finds out that her family and her is like in the country illegally. It's exciting. I've never seen that like plot before. It's pretty interesting. The next book that I got is a V.E. Schwab book. Yeah, without actually have read anything by her. Another V.E. Schwab book. And that is Vicious by obviously V.E. Schwab. I was actually not planning to get this, but then I read the back on this book and I just had to get it for some sort of reason. I think this will be the first book I read by V.E. Schwab when I finally have to read one of her books, because I'm really excited about it. The next book that I got, it's still kind of new. Like, I just saw one photo of it and then I was like, it was kind of new at the time. I'm not quite sure how new it is anymore, but I just fell in love with the cover, and the cover is seriously so freaking beautiful. I have no idea what the book is about, but the cover is so gorgeous. And that book is The Mothers by Britt Bennett. This is really thin actually, but the cover, like, is it just me? But I love this cover. I think it's so beautiful with like the colors and everything. I really like it. And the last book that I got, and the biggest book that I got, I'm really excited about because I've heard some good things about it. I just trust the YouTubers that I watch because I still have not read it and I still am not quite sure what this is about. So I just trust the YouTubers that I watch, and that is Never Night by J. Christoph. And I got the hardcover version because sometimes, normally I just buy paperback because they're cheaper, but sometimes hardcover is actually cheaper on Amazon, believe it or not, which is quite weird. But I just wanted the hardcover for this one. So yeah, so those were all of the books I got in November, and I'm legit surrounded in books right now, like all of the sides. Like, I should just like have a table in front of me where I could put them. But those were the books that I got in November, and I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope maybe I got like that you got some inspiration to some books that you wanted to get. I don't know. But yeah, this was all for this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!